Welcome to Hunting with Hex. I'm your host, Mike Slinkard. You know, we're winding down another successful season here at Hex, and you know, it's become a yearly tradition. At the end of every year, we go back and we look at some of the best encounters of the year, and that's what we're going to do today. You know, it's always a fun time for us to relive some of the great memories, and for anyone who might have missed some of the episodes throughout the year, it's a great time for you to see what you might have missed out on. So sit back and relax as we go Hunting with Hex.
Hunting is about getting close. Really close. Get closer than you ever thought was possible.
When you have a cameraman and you setting out in a dirt field like this, you can get away with so much with this Hex on.
I've got to give credit once again to Hex.
We showcase the science of getting close right here on Hunting with Hex.
Hunting with Hex is brought to you by PSE Archery. Tough Country, American values forged in steel. Ozonics, undetectable, undeniable. Victory Archery, the carbon arrow experts. Nocturnal lighted Knox, illumination that lasts for 20+ hours. Rocky Mountain hunting calls, we call the game. Tacticam, share your hunt. Warren Winches. Trophy Properties and Auction. And Hex Stealth Screen, the evolution of concealment.
We're going to start with some winter predator hunts with my good friend, Jim Walker. Jim will take a coyote at any distance that give him an opportunity, but his favorite thing about wearing Hex is that it's much easier to get him in close. On this sit, Jim is up on an open hillside in his favorite padded seat overlooking a valley and the surrounding sage flat. Well, this coyote is coming in hard, and having called in as many coyotes as Jim has, he knew that this was likely to end up in a super close encounter. So he sets down the rifle and lifts his pistol in anticipation for some close-up action. Jim fires up the Tacticam on his hat, and this gives us a front row seat to a stellar coyote encounter. On this next hunt, Jim is in heavy cover and he's planning on some close-up action. This is where Hex technology is a real game changer. Jim knows that he won't even know they're coming until they appear right in front of him. So he breaks out the shotgun and hits the call. Just as Jim suspected, the coyote charged hard and broke cover just a few short yards in front of him. His Hex system keeps the coyote confused long enough for Jim to swing and make a solid kill shot. Well, as winter gives way to spring, we move into turkey season. On this hunt, I'm behind the camera filming for my buddy Andy Day. Well, Andy and I are only about 10 or 11 steps from the decoys here, on chairs like we always do. And as usual, the bird totally ignores us. You know, Andy's making some big moves here, getting his bow back. But as we've seen now for over a decade, with Hex technology blocking the electrical output from his muscle movement, Andy's movement was just like another limb blowing in the wind as far as that bird was concerned. Well, that makes one more in a long list of successful game-changing turkey hunts with Hex technology.
If you're looking for a Hex system, come visit our new website, where you have the option to build your own system from any of the Hex clothing to match your particular hunting style. Or choose from one of our convenient pre-built systems specifically designed to cover you in Hex technology in every season. The original Hex suit is very lightweight, breathable, and versatile enough to be used in almost any hunting situation. The Hex systems consist of 3 pieces. These essential pieces include a Hex pant, Hex top, and Hex head cover. You may use any combination of appropriate Hex products to achieve the goal of covering as much of your body as possible with Hex technology. All Hex hunting products are now available in our new Hex Style Anywhere and Hex Style Green digital camo patterns to match any terrain. The material features a highly electrically conductive carbon grid woven into the polyester-based cloth. The grid blocks your body's electrical field. The suit is designed to be worn under your regular camo or over the top as an outer layer. The technology is effective either way. The original pants are cut similar to sweatpants, with an elastic waistband, elastic cuffs on the bottom, side pockets, and a convenient fly. The pullover shirt features thumb holes, serge stitching, and an embroidered logo. The head cover has a hemmed eye hole, adjustable drawstring in the back, and is very easy to use. Additional accessories are sold separately and include the Hex hat, our versatile multi-rag that can be worn in a variety of ways, camo gloves made of a lightweight, stretchy material in matching camo, and a heavyweight over-the-calf sock. And of course, all of the accessories have the Hex grid woven right in. Order right now and use the promo code to save on your order of a complete Hex suit. Visit our website to learn more about our full line of clothing and accessories, as well as our fit guarantee for worry-free ordering. We'll be right back with more from the best of 2023 right after this. Welcome back to Hunting with Hex. We're taking a look back at some of our best encounters from this season, and there are a lot to choose from. Now, let's get back to the action.
Well, I spent a lot of time hunting with my son-in-law Ty Swaggart this season, and we took turns on the bow and behind the camera. On this hunt, it was Ty's turn to shoot, and it wasn't long before we had a group of gobblers coming our way. It's a group of 4 toms, and they came in on the run. Well, Ty draws a bit early and of course is completely undetected. But with the birds in a bunch, he didn't want to risk hitting more than one bird, so he waited for a clear shot. You know, it seemed like forever, but finally one moved out far enough to make a clean shot, and Ty finished the deal. Once again, we're set up in an open timbered flat that always holds good turkey numbers, and it wasn't long before we had birds moving through the area. With a bit of calling, I was able to coax one up into our setup. You know, we're only about 15 steps from the decoys here and sitting in the wide open like we always do. And as we've come to expect when using Hex technology, this bird has no idea we're anywhere around. When the time was right, I drew my bow in plain sight, and as usual, the bird let me do it easily. I settled my top pin, and the arrow did the rest. With my bird on the ground, Ty grabbed his bow, and I went behind the camera. We decided to move about 200 yards and set up again closer to where they seemed to be congregating. We were only set up and calling in the new spot for a few minutes when we saw a good tom coming in from the left at full strut. He slowly strutted into a hen decoy that we had sitting right beside us, and he was on a collision course with Ty. Soon, this bird is so close that I have to raise the camera up over Ty's head in order to see it, but the bird never even flinched. At 6 yards, Ty decided it was close enough and came to full draw, completely undetected. You know, in addition to turkey hunting, black bear season is also in the spring here in Oregon. On this morning, I had spotted a good bear on a ridge across from me. With the wind in my favor, I was able to get above him and then slowly start working my way towards his last known position. When I finally spotted the bear, he was only about 30 yards away, but he was walking directly at me. I knew this was going to be a super close encounter when he cleared the brush, so I drew my bow in anticipation for a shot. Just when I thought I had him figured out, he turned the other way, making me have to reposition at the last minute. But as we've come to expect when wearing Hex, the bear didn't notice a thing. When he finally came out from behind the bigger tree, he was only 10 yards away, but I still had brush in the way, so I had to let him keep on coming. Just a giant Oregon black bear here in the spring, spot and stalk the Hex way.
If you're looking for a hex system, come visit our new website where you have the option to build your own system from any of the hex clothing to match your particular hunting style. Or choose from one of our convenient pre-built systems specifically designed to cover you in hex technology in every season. Our most popular hex system is our base layer. The base layer is a lightweight semi-thermal material designed to be worn under your regular hunting clothing or over the top. It comes in the original olive green, as well as our new Hex Style Anywhere and Hex Style Green digital camo patterns to match any terrain. The material features a highly electrically conductive carbon grid woven into the polyester base cloth. The grid blocks your body's electrical field. The suit is designed to be worn under your regular camo or over the top as an outer layer. The technology is effective either way. All complete hex systems include 3 pieces. These essential pieces include a hex pant, hex top, and hex head cover. You may use any combination of appropriate hex products to achieve the goal of covering as much of your body as possible with hex technology. The shirt is a quarter zip Henley with rugged serge stitching, embroidered hex logo, and thumb holes. The form-fitting pants have rugged serge stitching throughout, and the heavy elastic waistband and cuff ensure they stay in place. They also feature a convenient fly. The head cover has a hemmed eye hole, adjustable drawstring in the back, and is very easy to use. Additional accessories are sold separately and include the hex hat, our versatile multi-rag that can be worn in a variety of ways, camo gloves made of a lightweight stretchy material in matching camo, and a heavyweight over-the-calf sock. And of course, all of the accessories have the hex grid woven right in. Order right now and use the promo code to save on your order of a complete hex suit. Visit our website to learn more about our full line of clothing and accessories, as well as our fit guarantee for worry-free ordering. Don't forget that Christmas is just around the corner, and Hex makes a great gift for all types of outdoor enthusiasts in the family. Welcome back to Hunting with Hex. We're enjoying a look back at some of the best encounters of the year, and it's been a fun ride. Now, let's catch up with host Mike Slinkert and see where we're headed next.
Well, early summer brought about a true bucket list trip for me. I was headed to South Africa to bow hunt one of Africa's most dangerous species, the Cape buffalo.
Okay, we're pushing the limits a little bit on this African hunting, so most of the time you set in a blind, well, as you can see, we're not in that. We're just in the brush.
Late in the day, I caught the first glimpse of a buffalo moving through the scrub and coming our way. Well, the wind had been good, but like happens so often, about the time the bull started in, I felt a swirl hit the back of my neck. When the big bull got directly in front of us, you can see him jump as he got a full whiff of our scent. My heart sank as I expected him to bolt and run. He looked towards the blind to try to figure out where we are, then directly at us. You know, I had plenty of time to look him over, and he was an intimidating animal. Still, even though he was looking in our direction, I don't believe he really knew where we were or that we were sitting out in the open. He kept looking off to the side and around as if he was trying to figure out why he couldn't locate with his eyes what his nose told him was certainly there. That was until we accidentally made a slight noise which further confirmed his suspicion. His immediate reaction was to move away, but then he started to get worked up. At that point, it was obvious that he considered this his area, and he wasn't too happy with our intrusion there. Well, as the big bull postured and stared in our direction, I'm not gonna lie, his threat display was pretty intimidating. But I'm gonna tell you one thing, it was an incredible feeling. After almost an hour and several adrenaline dumps on my part, the bull finally made his way to the right and out of sight. That experience was one of the most intense experiences of my entire bow hunting career. You know, I really wanted to continue to sit out in the open and try to take one with my bow. Unfortunately, the weather turned bad with rain and heavy wind. After a serious discussion with my PH, he strongly suggested that due to the extreme danger of the situation, that we move out of the swirling wind and into a nearby blind so we could continue to hunt safely. Since he knew if this bull winded us, it would undoubtedly hunt us like it did the day before. But with the current wind, he'd be on us before we even knew it. About an hour later, with the light fading fast, we spotted a buffalo coming through the scrub. Well, it was the same bull, and this time he circled the area first, and he was obviously looking for us. And after this big bull was sure that we weren't still there, he moved around and right into perfect shooting position. Well, we went and got the light, and look at this monster bull. Holy cow, this is bucket list stuff here with Avula Safaris. And Rick, I'm so glad that you were able to be there with us.
Congratulations.
Now we're switching gears and headed to New Mexico for some early season elk hunts with legendary elk outfitter Ralph Ramos. On this hunt, he's with Bob Patterson. One morning, just after daylight, Bob finally spotted the bull he'd been waiting for. You can hear the guys calling off the ranges as the bull closes to mere feet.
33, 29, 25, 20.
At spitting distance, this bull finally sees the guys sitting in the open. But once again, Hex technology works its magic.
The hex worked like a charm, buddy.
Hex is excited to offer our first dedicated outerwear system. Our new premium quality outerwear pant, coupled with a Hex hooded shirt with integrated face cover, is the ultimate Hex system for any hunting situation. You can find this system on our website as a pre-built system, or you can customize this system even further using our new build-your-own system option. The hooded shirt comes with an integrated face mask, a convenient front pocket, thumb holes, and is the perfect Hex outerwear piece for these cooler days in the field. It comes in both Hex-style camo patterns as well as a two-tone version. Brand new to the Hex lineup is our outerwear pants. These will be the most comfortable hunting pants you will ever wear, and of course, they have the Hex patented technology woven right in. They feature a super comfortable, action-cut, quiet fabric, ample pocket space, and a zippered leg pocket for your Hex accessories or your cell phone. This is a high-quality pant that replaces the need for an additional Hex layer in order to get the full Hex advantage. They come in both Hex-style Anywhere and Hex-style green camo, as well as an olive brown. This is quickly becoming our best-selling system. You can check it out on our website along with other great Hex products and accessories. Don't delay. We expect these systems to sell out fast. The best of 2023 continues right after this quick break. Welcome back to Hunting with Hex. We've been reliving some of our most enjoyable encounters from this year, and we have plenty of action left to share.
Now we're headed back to my home state of Eastern Oregon for the September elk rut. After spotting a giant bull from a ridgetop earlier, I picked a spot for the evening hunt where I thought I might have a chance to see that big bull. It turned out to be my lucky day. You know, I'd seen this bull from a distance, but sitting there on the ground watching him at close range, I realized just what a giant he really was. He had everything you'd want in a bull: heavy mass, long points, and the width that just didn't quit. There was obviously no question that I was going to shoot this bull if I got a chance. Well, I had cows and calves at less than 10 yards in front of me, but luckily they were oblivious to my presence. But the bull was watering on the edge of my comfortable shooting range when he presented me with a perfect broadside angle. So I drew and carefully aimed. Well, the shot broke before I was totally settled on the bull, and the hit was a little back. However, my arrow passed through both sides, and there was tons of blood clearly visible. Look at this bull. Holy cow. I mean, he's got everything you want in a bull. He's got long points, super heavy bases, as good as they get here in Oregon. Now we're headed to Montana, where I had drawn a combo deer and elk tag for early October. Well, as luck would have it, we eventually spotted a good bull just as he was headed into a thick North Slope timber patch to bed down. And at midday, we headed into the timber after him. Well, my strategy was to move slowly through the area, just raking on trees with my raking antlers about every 50 yards. I wanted the bull to think another bull was coming in to stake claim to his spot, and I hoped that I'd get him to respond. It only took about 20 minutes of moving and raking, and I finally heard him raking the tree up in front of us. Well, I could just make out the bull's antlers as he raked the tree, but I couldn't do much about it except for wait it out and hope that he'd work his way closer when he got done. As it turned out, that's exactly what he did. Well, this is a tough place to snake an arrow through, and shooting lanes are almost non-existent. The best I could hope for was a sliver of an opening into the vitals, and I knew it would be ultra close. When he stopped at under 10 yards, he was quartering hard towards me. What a day, huh?
Yeah, congratulations. Awesome.
Well, after tagging a good mule deer in Montana as well on that hunt, I was soon on my way to Buffalo Creek Lodge and Outfitters in Oklahoma. This is where I'd had an amazing close encounter on a previous trip. Well, on this trip, I'm going to try to attempt to duplicate that encounter by sitting outside the blind in full view of the deer. On this hunt, I'm set up at the head of a draw where the deer funnel to after leaving the field. It's just after daylight, and it wasn't long before I spotted my first deer of the day. When he finally decided to come on in, he was soon followed by a couple of does. Well, you can shoot up to 3 does in this area in addition to your buck tag, and with these deer calmly feeding in front of me, I decided to go ahead and punch one of my doe tags.
You can see I'm sitting in the open. Didn't even pay attention at all. When I drew my bow, there was 3 deer there.
Hex is excited to announce your chance to win an expense-paid hunt to South Africa in July 2025. You'll enjoy Avula Safari's top-rated camp and hang out with country music star Josh Ward as he entertains by the campfire. Hunt with Josh and the Hex crew with all the action recorded for the Hunting with Hex TV show. Go to hexhunting.com and sign up and secure your chance to win the hunt of a lifetime.
Well, I hope you enjoyed this look back at just a few of the incredible Hex experiences from this past year. You know, it was one of my favorite seasons for sure. Not just because I took my largest Oregon elk to date, as well as a giant Cape buffalo with my bow, but also because I got to share the benefits of Hex technology with you as well. With the Christmas season upon us, Hex makes a perfect gift for hunters, fishermen, and nature enthusiasts of all types. Simply go online or give us a call and start enjoying the benefits of Hex technology today. Also, from all of us here at Hex, we want to wish you a very Merry Christmas and a happy 2024. And I hope you'll join us again in January, where we'll keep pushing the limits and bringing it to you each week right here on Hunting with Hex.
If you have an amazing Hex encounter you'd like to share, give us a call or go online. You can find out more on our website. While you're online, make sure to take a minute and check us out on our social media sites as well.